Okay, guys. So I know there's a ton of questions. Like I've said probably 30 times, if you have any questions, write them down. And at the very end, I'm going to ask for questions. And you guys will ask your questions down below. There's a chat box. That's where you can ask your questions because I might answer your guys' questions. And so that's why I want you to wait. And then I also don't want you to unmute yourselves because all of you might unmute at once and then we can't hear anybody. So I will ask you to put your questions in the chat box below if I don't answer them. So by the end, see if I answer your question. If not, put it below. I hope all of you are doing well. I know this isn't ideal. I know that it's frustrating. Trust me, whatever frustration you guys are feeling, it is being matched. The kindergarten team has spent hours the last 3 days trying to figure out what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. I thought I knew technology. And then now we're in this situation and I'm learning that there's a whole world that I didn't even know. And so just know that the only way that we're going to get through this is together, and just be patient and be kind and be ready for whatever we're about to do. All right, we're going to go about it hand in hand. Okay, so if you get a phone call and it comes in on a blocked number, if you get a phone call and it comes in on a blocked number, it is me, okay? I don't have my school phone here. All I have is my personal phone, and I will not be putting out to the world my personal cell phone number. And so the district has set up for us all to call with blocked numbers. And so if you're getting a phone call and it says private ID or blocked caller or anything like that, it's most likely me. If you still don't feel comfortable answering because you're not quite sure if it's me, just wait. I will leave you a voicemail and then text me and say, hey, got your voicemail. Go ahead and call me back. When I have an opportunity, I'll call you back. And then you know for sure it's me. Okay, so if you get a phone call, it's a blocked number, it will be me. All right, here's our communication plan. Again, this is not traditional. We're obviously very used to being in a classroom. So this is where we all have to kind of get outside of our comfort zone and be ready to do what needs to be done. We will be doing daily YouTube videos. So our first day of instruction is tomorrow. Hopefully all of you went and picked up your packets today at the school. Your first day of instruction is tomorrow. I will be sharing with you a schedule. Not a schedule you have to follow because I know that some of us are still working. My husband is one of them. He still goes to work every day. Other people have parents that are still working. So do what works for you. However, the reality is we are grading this work now. We do need to keep track of it. And so it's not just an extended vacation. I am asking that you guys do the work, but at your schedule. Figure out what works for you. So I will be sharing a template with you guys. If you're like, oh, I need a schedule, I don't know what to do. Don't feel like you have to follow it. Do what works for you. So we'll be posting those daily YouTube. So tomorrow morning, if you have not gotten our YouTube channel yet, make sure that you do. Make sure you subscribe. Download YouTube and subscribe to our channel. That way, every time we post a video, you guys get a notification and you know, oh, the next video is up for me to watch, okay? That's where we'll be showing what you guys need to do, explaining things, and you'll be getting like this meeting will be posted there. So anybody who didn't watch it, they can watch it then. We'll also be making the videos super involved at first. So I have already posted the first video tomorrow. All kindergarten will be accessing that channel. And so tomorrow's video, which don't watch it yet, it's for tomorrow. I just posted it because we weren't sure how long it would take. Tomorrow's video is recorded by me. Friday's video will be recorded by Miss Gerber. Even though it's recorded by a different teacher, it's still kindergarten. We're just sharing the load. We're putting it all together. So all kindergartners will be accessing that channel. Okay. Oh, this is a huge one. We will be doing live conferencing with your kiddos one time a week for 20 minutes. I will be setting up a Sign Up Genius, and I'll be sending that to you through Zoom. A Sign Up Genius, and with that Sign Up Genius, you will sign up for a time that I've laid out for when it works on your schedule. Now, if I put out all the times and you're like, whoa, none of those work for me, I'm still going to work, then text me and say, hey, this doesn't work for me. Can we set up a different time? These are mandatory. We are going to meet 20 minutes with your kid, me and your student for 20 minutes once a week. Okay. So every day I'll meet with 4 different kids and we'll go through that. Whether that's on Zoom like this, face to face, it can be a phone call, or it can even be a text message. So we call it live texting. Live texting meaning as I'm texting you, my attention is undivided to you, and I'm not texting other families or anything. That is your time, and so we'll be able to just text back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'm usually pretty good at getting back on text messages. Sometimes I'm busy, I'm doing other things, I have my family, things are going on, and so I can't get back to you right then. But during your conference time, that's live texting, meaning my undivided attention is to you. So those are the 3 forms of communication during your conference time. And remember, you'll need to sign up on Sign Up Genius. I will be sending that out. That will be starting live conferencing on Monday. Okay, so that's when I'm just checking in with your kiddos. Our other digital plans will be, I'm thinking about 3 times a week. I'm going to be hopping on Zoom, which is right here, and you guys at the same time, and your kiddos can join me, or if you guys are too busy, they don't have to. It's not mandatory. During that time, I'll be doing like ReadAlouds, or we'll just be checking in, letting the kids see each other. We're still a class, and we're still communicating with each other, and that's still very important to me. And so just getting that time for the kids to see each other and talk. If you guys were here at the beginning, Joyce and Georgia saw each other and they got super excited, and then a couple of the other kids got on and they got super excited. That's important. So for about 2 to 3 times a week, and I'll be sending that schedule out, we're going to have this live Zoom where the kids just hop on and we all just chat with each other. And then I'll do a couple ReadAlouds, and that'll be the gist of it. Okay. If you have any questions, I am available. You guys know that you text me pretty much at any time and I pretty much respond. But I for sure am available for our normal school hours, 7:30 in the morning till 3:30 in the afternoon. I'm available for any texting. If you text me and Kelly's like, hey, Mrs. Lopez, I'm a little confused on today's writing assignment. Can we chat super fast? And then as soon as I have a second, I'll be like, yeah, do you want to hop on Zoom or a phone call, or do you just want to text? And she'll be like, oh, I just want to text. Can you explain it? Then I'll explain it super fast and we'll be ready to go. Or if she's like, actually, can we Zoom? Sure, no problem. You guys might get to see my daughter because she'll be with me all the time. I brought up the schedule. Every Zoom, except for the ReadAloud, the ReadAlouds will be hit or miss on if I record them, but otherwise most Zooms I'll be recording. That way the people who can't see them get to see them later. For strict ReadAlouds, for just ReadAlouds, I will be recording it so that the people who are busy or can't see it will get to see it. So anytime you're like, oh man, I missed that live chat with Mrs. Lopez in the class, it'll end up on our YouTube channel. Again, subscribe to that, download the app. Other than that, that is what I have for you guys. Again, this is new terrain for us. I'm not used to teaching to a computer. I've been sitting at my table while also homeschooling my 2 nieces, trying to figure out what I'm doing. And I'm like all over the place normally, and I've been like stuck. And so it's a new terrain. Just be patient. Be ready, right? Watch those YouTube videos. That is where we're going to be posting everything. We posted tonight's video to get you guys ready for downloading Zoom. And I was super, corny, and it was super fun. But that's going to be our main hub besides Remind 101. So now I'm going to open it up to questions. If you have a question, type your question below, because like I said, if you have a question, I'm sure 12 other people are wondering the same question. So just type your question below and I will get to it. I'm going to open up my chat so I can see, and then I'll just answer everybody's questions. Maybe. I think I see a couple people. Oh, can we not find the chat? Oh, when do we turn work in to be graded? Okay, that's a great one. So for right now, that is still in deliberation. And so what I need from you guys is do not throw anything away. Hold on to it. We're not sure if you guys will be turning it in the next go around of when you pick up your next 2-week packet, or how we're going to get that from you guys, but don't throw it away. Okay, so don't throw your packets away. I will get back to you on that because that's still in deliberation on how K2 without iPads is going to handle that. Are the packets set by days? Yes, they are. And so the packets, you'll be able to see it has an outline, and it should say week 1, day 1. Oh, Georgia's, yeah, so each one, week 1, day 1, and then it goes through week 1, day 1 packet, and then it also tells you what to do. What you guys will be doing online is I will be going through a presentation and talking to you about what to do, and then all of the digital links, which is awesome, will be available. And so you'll just go through, okay, what is the gist of what we need to do? That's the YouTube channel. And then you can click those links. Will we be using IXL? So yes, with that IXL, it's a great supplemental material that you guys can do. One that you're like, oh, you know, I've noticed that Georgia would like to work on more addition. Do that. Don't use IXL. Make sure you do your main work from us first and then supplement with IXL. Does that make sense? Yes, I see some nods. Good, I like it. Okay, do we need to start the packets today? No, don't start the packets today. Your first day is tomorrow. And so tomorrow morning, I've actually already posted the video because we weren't sure how long it would take to post. But your first step is to get to YouTube tomorrow. You could watch it tonight if you really wanted to, but tomorrow, get to our YouTube channel, watch that first video, and see what you guys are supposed to be doing and the gist of it, okay? Any suggestions to help students take this seriously? My son is not taking, okay, seriously and being defiant. Okay, this is a big one and it's hard and I know it. Guys, I was not made to be an electrician. Not my job. I'm not good at it. That's my husband's job. We understand that you guys were not built to be these types of teachers. So Andy's showing text the teacher. What you can do, the biggest thing, number one, set up routines. Same thing every day. My nieces, we have a schedule. It sits in the middle of our dining room table. They know they need to be out of their bedroom at 7:30 to eat breakfast. If they want longer to eat breakfast, they come out earlier. By 8 a.m., they are at the table ready for morning message. And we have the same routine. They're like, oh, Aunt Caitlin, it's 10:30. Now we need to move on to, I don't know, math. And so have a routine. That's one of the biggest things. Number two, have a spot in your house that is dedicated to your school work. Every time you're sitting at that spot, this is where you work. Another thing, take brain breaks, okay? That's in the video that I posted. This is a lot. Your kids are used to going to school and sitting down, not having to focus at home. So take your brain breaks. Every so often, you're gonna need to stop. Okay, we need a breather. I need a breather. You need a breather. Let's chill. Let's go do some yoga or breathing. Let's come back to it. But have a spot that is dedicated to your schoolwork. That way you're not all of a sudden in the bedroom and then in the living room and then in the dining room table, because then it's harder to take it seriously. Because what are your expectations in those different spots? I don't know, right? I'm all over the place. But if you sit down and you have the same spot and the same expectations, then they should fall into routine, okay? Any other questions? Oh, another one that I do for my nieces, people were like, oh, you really gave that to them? Yes, I did. They have scheduled recesses and they have to go outside. The last couple days they were like, it's cold because they're from the valley. So they were like, it's cold. We don't want to go outside. But make them get up and go outside. You have 20 minutes. Go do whatever you want. But when you get back, it's work time. You have an hour and 10 minutes for lunch and recess. Go eat, go play, do whatever. But when we get back, it's work time, right? Hey, Maddie, I see you. Yeah, so another person saying check on Pinterest for some sample daily routines. And as I said earlier, I'll also be sending you guys like a gist schedule. Don't feel like you have to follow it. I know that I was talking to Tabitha the other day and she was like, please send me a daily schedule. I don't know how to structure my day. And I was like, okay, don't worry, we'll definitely send out a schedule. But don't feel like that's mandatory in any way at all. And then always, if you're like, hey, can we jump on Zoom and chat? My student's having a tough time, and me and your student can chat with each other and say, hey, I know that I'm not the one teaching you, but this is coming from me. And, once we fall into routines and you hop on those ReadAlouds, and we hop on those times where I'm face-to-face with them and we're still a class, those are all very important to do. So anytime that I'm reaching out to you guys, make sure you're responding, make sure you're jumping on. I know that it's a lot. Trust me, I know this is not what any of us signed up for to do it like this, but here's the situation and this is how we're going to do it. And it's going to be great. And we're going to be awesome. Yes. Flexibility, routines. Also have flexibility with your guys' selves. I understand that we're not all built to be teachers and that it can be very frustrating and that it can be hard. I'm not saying I don't get frustrated in the day during a normal school day. We are human, we do it, all right? And it's harder when it's your own child because what am I supposed to do here? Just stay calm, give yourself some flexibility. If you're at a loss and you're not sure what to do, I'm always available, as you guys know. How long should you be spending per day, depending on each kid, or is it designed to take a certain amount of time? Okay, so in the video that I've posted, that's technically for tomorrow, but I posted it, like I've said, it does go through how long to spend on each subject. I also talk about in that video, do what fits your student. So for reading, it says 45 minutes. I am not expecting you to sit down for 45 minutes and do reading, and then for 45 minutes, do math, and then for another 45 minutes, do writing, and then for another 45 minutes, do art and science. You guys all would go insane. What I'm saying is the expectation is let's try and get 45 minutes, but if you can only sit down for 10, sit down for 10 minutes and do the sight words. Sit down for 10 minutes and then do the letter of the week. Then go do a brain break, come back, sit down for 10 minutes, listen to the read aloud and do the compare and contrast. So try and break it up and base it off of your students. Some of your kiddos will be set and they'll be like, yeah, I could sit here for 45 minutes before I need a break. I'm good to go. And other kids will be like, I'm going insane. I need to get up and move. We do brain breaks in the classroom. Sometimes if you ask your student, I open the back door and they run to the fence and then they run back because they just need to get those wiggles out. So I'm not saying we do brain breaks often. Use them, okay? And in the video that you'll watch tomorrow morning, it'll talk about how you can break it up and just do what works for your kid and do what works for you guys. Ideas for brain breaks in the video tomorrow. There's a whole section. It's super cool. We put a whole section into the video for tomorrow. It has breathing, it has yoga, it has exercises, it has brain break bingo. It has all of these super cool things. And so in the video tomorrow, those brain break ideas are set in there. It's super cool. And then there's also links. If you go to the caption of the video, I made sure to put all of the links for the video. It'll say reading and then explain what the link is, and then math and then explain what the link is. click on those links. There's a lot of YouTube videos to help your students. So you're not necessarily sitting down and trying to teach them what a two-dimensional shape is. We have a video with a song that explains what is that two-dimensional shape, and here's a song to it, and then they're going to be singing it, and you guys are going to be like, oh, I love this song so much, and it's going to be great. Okay, awesome. But yeah, there's a ton of links, and so I will send out the subscription for our YouTube page again tonight, just so everybody makes sure they have it. If you're ever like, oh, I can't find that YouTube link, make sure you download the app, number one. Number two, if you've ever lost it, I'll actually show you what it looks like right here. So I've clicked on YouTube. Oh, it's gonna be weird. Can you guys see it? I clicked on YouTube, and then I'm gonna go up to the search box at the top, and I'm gonna type LPE Kindergarten, and we are the very first. Click that, that's our channel. Boom, there's our page. Okay, you did not just see the video. That's for tomorrow. That's not posted yet, but it actually is. So I will resend, I'm going to write myself a note right now to resend that out. Make sure you subscribe. Once you subscribe to our channel, and I believe to subscribe, you also have to have an account. So you might have to make an account, but subscribe to our channel. So that way, every time we post a video, you get a notification, or just know, hey, I have to check the YouTube channel every morning by 9 a.m. and make sure it's there. Send out link. I was told from the district doing daycare for all of your students. Can we drop them off at 8 and pick them up at 2:30? Tabitha, you wish. Actually, I wish. I wish I could take your kids. I do. Man, do I wish I had have your kids. But hard no. Hard no. No, that would be great. That would, nice try. I don't know how many times you've asked me that. The answer is still no, Tabitha. Any other questions? Like I said, sign up genius, we will pay money. Solid. How about 300 per kid per day? Yeah, no, okay. Big money, big money. Cheaper than daycare. You pay more than $300 per day. Oh, I was like, wow, I need to get into the daycare business. Per month. Yeah. Other than that, sign up genius. I will be sending that out. Today's Wednesday? Yes, today's Wednesday. You'll have it by Friday. Knowing me, I'll probably get it out to you either tonight or tomorrow. If you have a time on there that doesn't work that I put, just text me and we'll work out a time. Once, oh, this is a big one. Once you commit to a time, that is your time forever. Unless for a certain week you're like, oh man, I can't make my 12 o'clock meeting. I have a doctor's appointment or something. I will reschedule that one meeting. But otherwise, if you say, let's say I put Tuesdays and or you sign up for Tuesdays at 11, every Tuesday at 11 o'clock is your chance to talk to me. You will be jumping on, we will be live chatting or on the phone. Okay, that keeps that relationship alive, and it makes sure that if you have any questions, that's your time to ask it. Yes, we will be doing live Zooms, read alouds, time for the kids to chat with each other every single week, 2 to 3 times a week, to just so that you guys aren't like overwhelmed if I said 5 times a week and you guys were like, whoa, that's too much. It'll be about 2 to 3 times a week where it's optional. Your kids can jump on and talk to their friends. It is not mandatory. And they'll all be able to talk to each other, talk to me. I'll do a few read alouds, and so that way they can still see their friends and see me, right? So that they still see, hey, wait a sec, I'm still in school. This is just kind of a weird situation. The biggest thing right now is just stay calm, right? when we are stressed out and hyped up, our students are stressed out and hyped up. And so just stay calm. If you get stressed out, be stressed out behind closed doors in front of your kid. You're calm. You know, this is just how it has to be right now. No big deal. It'll be cool. We'll figure it out. Yes, I will be sending a schedule out for that Zoom. I'm going to let people get used to YouTube first, and I'll probably be sending that out next week. I think I am going to, for starters, do a read aloud Zoom tomorrow night for kids, just because it's been a long time since I've seen their faces and a long time since they've seen each other. So I'm just saying it right now. Tomorrow night at 6, 5 o'clock, 5:30, what works better? Okay, 5:30, 6, okay, 6 o'clock, I got a consensus. 6 p.m. tomorrow night, your students on Zoom on this channel. I gave you guys the number. 6 p.m. tomorrow, which is Thursday, April 2nd, I will be getting the kids involved. They'll be able to kind of chat with each other, and then I'll do a read aloud, and they'll be able to see it. Oh, and everyone, it's hat day tomorrow too, per Kelly. Tomorrow's hat day. Hat day, 6 p.m. tomorrow. Hey, guess what? You don't have to pay $1 for hat day now. Look at that. You just go wear a hat. How cool is that? 6 p.m. hat day. Hat day. Read aloud. And again, it's just a chance to let your kiddos talk to each other, let you guys talk to each other. I'll also hook up some Zooms probably once a week for all of us adults to get together, so that you guys can talk with each other. You guys can ask these questions like you are on the side. It's exciting for adults to be able to see that other adults are struggling in situations, or they have questions too. You're not alone in it. Everybody's here. And so, yeah, so we'll probably do those every week at some time. I'll schedule those probably next week. I'll let you guys know. Just let everybody get a hang of it, get a hang of getting online. Make sure I didn't miss any of the questions. Yeah, same login ID. This is my login. This is my number for Zoom. Now, don't hop on anytime except for the meeting that I told you, because chances are I'm on a meeting with somebody else and I will have to end your call. Okay, so don't hop on any other time except for the time that I'm meeting. It was really funny. The kindergarten teacher, you guys got that text message earlier today, because the kindergarten teachers were like meeting, and we were trying to figure out what we're gonna do. Actually, we were trying to get out our video today, and all of a sudden someone hopped on and we were like, what's going on? What happened? And so I had to hurry up and end it. And that person, which was no big deal. It was just a parent testing it out. It wasn't a big deal at all, but it was really funny because we were like, who's on here? And then I was like, oh wait, I gave out the number. It's probably one of my parents. So this is always my number, but don't hop on unless it's your meeting time, or if it's all of us meeting time, then hop on. For the kids meeting, I don't know if I already said this, make sure that your camera is on for the kids, because the kids see like Tabitha and David, and they're like, okay, cool. But if your camera's on, they're like, ah, Grayson, what's up, man? And then they get super excited, right? So make sure your camera's on for the kids meeting. For the parents meeting, you don't have to have that on. And then I will tell you when I'm gonna start recording for the read aloud. And if you don't want your student's voice or face onto the read aloud, then you'll just turn off your camera. And during read alouds, I'm going to mute us again, and so that way everybody can see the pictures. Mad respect for your profession, by the way. Thank you. I miss it. It's, you know, I'm learning. We tell my students that you learn new every day. There we go. I tell the students that you learn something new every day. And in this, I tell you what, we have been learning nonstop with the technology, and just a different way to teach and way to get out into the world with you guys. But we're super excited that all of you guys are so awesome, and flexible and patient, because it's going to be a curve. It's going to be a learning curve. When do we find out our meeting time? Sorry if I missed it. No worries. I will be sending out a sign up genius over Remind. You will click on that, and then you have to go and find a link or find a spot that I have available. If I have listed my spots and you're like, none of that works for me, I work until 5:30, then text me and say, I'm sorry, none of that works. I'll do a meeting for you another time that works for your schedule. 5 a.m. in the morning. Just kidding. I'll make it 4. Kidding still. But we'll work with your schedule and get you a new time. Any other questions? So tomorrow, 6 p.m., hat day, and I'll do a read aloud and just get to see your guys' kids. Let them see each other. Let them get excited. It is optional, but it is really good for your kids to see that their friends are still out there. Because I don't know about you guys, but being stuck in the house makes you a little bit crazy. It's pretty hard when you don't get to see family or friends, and so just letting them see each other this way is a solid way to do it. Any other questions? Maybe we'll have a dance party. Thank you. Stuck in an RV is worse. Oh no. Yeah, that I feel for you. I feel bad for all. It really makes you be empathetic, because you learn that as frustrated as you are, other people out there are also frustrated, and other people have it worse. I have a roof over my head. I have food in my cupboard. I have my nieces. I have my daughter. My husband's still working. It's really easy to get frustrated over what we don't have and not see what we do have. And so just talking to your kiddos about that, what do we have? What do we have to be grateful for in this situation when everything seems really stressful and chaotic? Because that's a really good conversation to have. It's by choice too. Man, more power. That's what my husband wanted to have us move into our RV and build a house. And I was like, no. Okay. Yes. Dance party with all. Yes. We will work on it. Hey, Jade, I see you dancing. But yeah, tomorrow, 6 o'clock, hat day. Have your kids here. Have your cameras on. Let them see each other. Let them chat. I am still here. If you have any questions, you know that I'm just a dial away. Just text me over Remind, and I will be able to reach out to you at some point. Yes, dance party. Everybody's down for hat day and dance party. What is this? We're going to have like nacho party, donut party. Oh, all the fun stuff. Man, parties in Mrs. Lopez's class are like no one else. I tell you what. All right, guys. I'm going to get that Sign Up Genius out. I'm going to send out our YouTube link, and 6 p.m. tomorrow. I'll see you guys back here with your students. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and close out. I'm going to stop recording now.